Don't get me wrong, ding 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 ding. I like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline. Ding ding ding. I just can't play both on the same day. Ding 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 ding. Cause they're fucking with my head. Don't get me wrong, ding 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 ding. Titles, man. Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel with some more Battlefield 4 action style, a tale of two battlefields. Now here's a little bit of a backstory. Now as you know, I like and love both Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline. That goes without saying, but here's a little backstory. Now yesterday I decided to play some more Battlefield 4 because I really wanted to level up somewhat on that, and noticing how the game plays noticeably better than before when I first started playing. Now, that's a no shit Sherlock alert to everyone still. Yeah, I get that. But I decided, yeah, I need to put some more time into the game because now the game has dropped in price. There's a lot more people basically playing it in comparison to Battlefield Hardline. But I still like Battlefield Hardline. But the only thing is now is that I will not and refuse to play both games in the same gaming session. I just can't do it. This is the second time it's basically happened to me, and the reason why I've come to that conclusion is simply because when you transfer from one game or make the transition from one game to another, you notice the difference between the two, right? For example, when you play Battlefield 4, which I did for a couple of hours because my brethren weren't online and I wanted to play some Battlefield, and I decided to do that and get it into Battlefield. And you know, you go through the usual process of getting your ass torn up in the first couple of games, and then you get up to speed, and then boom, your KD ratio is consistent, which is what basically happened in Battlefield 4. But then when my friends were on and they invited me to squad up in Battlefield Hardline, I couldn't say no. So I decided to join in the squad and play some Hardline. And it was then confirmed to me the difference between the two games. You know, I went from firing my UMP 45, which was like, you know, as you know, is my gun of choice now. It's my go-to gun, to go into an gold MPX, which I earned in Battlefield Hardline, and it feeling like a fucking toy gun. It just feels like a toy gun, you know? And just playing with both guns make me realize, okay, there is more than a subtle difference between Battlefield 4 and Hardline. And I wasn't denying that in the first place, but it's more apparent when you play both games in the same gaming session. And it can be a bit of a head fuck, especially when both servers or both of the servers of both games are pretty crappy to begin with. Now, with Battlefield 4, at least I was winning and my team was winning and my KD ratio wasn't bad, but at the same time the servers were still crap. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I've got all my own teeth. The one thing about my teeth, I don't have no fillings. I have no fillings in my teeth, so it might sound as though I'm wearing dentures, but it's... You know what I'm trying to say. All the servers in both games were crap, you know, but at least in Battlefield 4, there was a level of consistency in terms of my gameplay and, you know, my performance within that game. Do you know what I mean? But with Battlefield Hardline, it was like spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. You know, and playing on a server where your internet is good and other people in other country is just drawing from your good freaking internet connection and whooping your ass is not really something that I relish, you know. And, you know, few of our teammates don't hold that in high regard either, you know. So it was a swift case of, look, I'm fucking off because I'm about to break my controller in this motherfucker. so you know, so the session didn't really turn out that great. But anyway, coming back to my conclusion, although I like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline, I refuse point blank to play both games in the same gaming session because, you know, I just can't adapt to the speed. I can't adapt to the clear difference in the gun's performance. I just can't adapt to it, do you know what I mean? And it's not going to turn out good for me if the servers are crap as well in the mix, you know? So that's basically that. I'm just going to play one Battlefield at a time and not have the two Battlefields give me an almighty head fuck when I'm playing. So that is that. Anyway, next up, E3, man. E3 is as like I described from my personal views on the whole conference. There's gonna be less and less and less surprise elements in that thing. It's just confirming what we already know. And I'm really hopeful that, you know, that we get some good surprises, but I'm really not holding my breath in that regard because, you know, it's like the way information is basically leaked nowadays to keep our interest. And with gaming expos like E3 and information being just doled out 6 months before the event, and now it being confirmed by the companies and the game developers, it just doesn't fill me with much excitement. Of course I will be watching, but you know, with the games that are scheduled to be released in the last quarter of 2015 and the first quarter of 2016, I think we kind of know what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's not even so much the release of the games that I'm anticipating. It's just the fucking working of them, man. It's just the workings of the servers and shit, you know, and that's where betas are really, really important now. You know, whether we get them through pre-orders, whether we get them through surveys, whether we get them through participation surveys and the like, I don't care, you know. It's like, I think betas are really important things for us to get involved with, just to basically test out the server's performances with mass traffic going through it. But with Battlefield 4, as you can see, even though the game works, you know, it's still going to depend on your internet connection at the end of the day. And the one thing people don't want is for your ping to be rinsed out by people playing in different countries whose internet is shit and are able to freaking wipe your ass simply because of that. You know, it doesn't fill me with hope right now, but I'm hoping. Do you know what I mean? So E3 is gonna be what it's gonna be. And next up, I am getting Payday, the Crime Wave Edition. Payday 2, the Crime Wave Edition. Simply because I liked Payday the Heist. It was a game that I overlooked for a long time on the PS3. But when I started playing Payday Heist, I really enjoyed it. And when I heard that Payday 2 was coming out, it was a no-brainer. I was going to get that. But I didn't really have much people to play with in terms of co-op gaming because, you know, co-op gaming to some of my friends wasn't really that much of a big deal. But now co-op gaming it's a mode on its own that is gaining so much popularity right about now that I'm trying to convince my brethren to get the game. It's only £30 and have a go on that. And I will be doing a series called Payday 2 with On Your Six Squad as soon as I round up enough people to get involved, because it's a 4-player thing. There's 3 of us so far. Just got to convince a couple of my mates, you know. So if we get an overspill, at least there'll be somebody willing to play at some point, you know. But yeah, a couple of my friends are interested and wants to see what the game is about, and depending on the fact if they like it, I will feature some gameplays of it in a new series, Payday 2 with On Your Six Squad. So that is more or less it, ladies and gentlemen, for now. 2 Battlefields, not in the same gaming session. I am sorry, it's giving me too much of a head fuck to get involved that deep with the 2 games. As much as I like them, I just can't do it. I can't fucking do it, man. Can't do it. Just does me head in. So, is with that, I'm gonna bid you guys adieu for now, and you know the coup, whatever the game platform, media format, happy gaming, because that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't give a shit what you play or what you play it on. If you're happy playing it, I'm happy with you, man. So with that, I'm gonna bid you guys adieu, and until the next video, when we catch up and link up and hook up, stay blessed. Magan.